Hey everybody, I'm Wes Cooper. Brad and Jenny have the night off. Coverage you can count on begins tonight with a local organization working to educate voters about the recent changes in Georgia voting law. While some criticize the new measures, the Secretary of State says the laws make it harder to cheat.
The number of registered voters has just grown tremendously. In Richmond County, we're sitting right at 140,000 people registered to vote, which is by far the largest number we've ever seen.
The 100 Black Men of Augusta Incorporated getting down to business Thursday with several community leaders to discuss new Peach State voting law.
I feel like it's one party trying to stack the deck because they realize that if everyone goes out, the will of the people does not matter.
Under the new law, voters will have to show proof of ID when casting an absentee ballot.
I don't want underserved communities to fall by the wayside because they don't have the adequate equipment, if you will, to make copies or to be able to do what's necessary.
Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says data from the Georgia Department of Driver Services shows that 97% of people have a driver's license and the voting law does not disenfranchise anyone.
People have verifiable identification. If they don't, the state will supply it.
When you get your driver's license or do any other service through Department of Driver Services, you are automatically registered to vote unless you specifically opt out of the process.
The new law also limits ballot drop boxes, but requires every county to have one.
And what I gather from reading this bill and trying to understand it is the convenience aspect of it is going to be restricted somewhat. And so with that being said, you won't have as much participation.
People of color, specifically Black people that I've been having conversations with, will make the adjustment. We'll step up.
Georgia faith and community leaders are pledging a national boycott against several companies over the state's new voting law. The Georgia AME Episcopal District held a news conference today announcing a boycott beginning on April 7th. The boycott is against Coca-Cola, Delta Airlines, and Home Depot. Faith leaders say those companies failed to speak out against the new voting laws that place restrictions on voting by mail and greater legislative oversight on elections.